So a local young man is making a Positively JAX difference. It is a touching story, partnering with businesses and the YMCA to bring comfort to children impacted by the war in Ukraine.
News for JAX reporter Ashley Harding shares his special mission and his message.
By most accounts, Sage Goodall is a typical 11-year-old. He has a ton of energy and a big personality.
Mommy, I'm stuck.
But none of that compares to the size of his heart. A heart measured in stuffed animals. It started simple enough.
Just one day, I was just in my living room, just minding my own business, watching TV. CNN came on and it was saying about all these kids from Ukraine because of all their houses being blown up.
That's when Sage and his mom Rhonda decided to launch Hugs for the Children of Ukraine. Each donated stuffed toy will go to a child impacted by the war.
They need to feel what the normal kids of the world feel when they can hug on to something when they're scared or sad.
They stored their first collections in the family living room.
They have people.
But then the YMCA of Northeast Florida got on board. Its branches became donation sites, and each new toy is like a hug from thousands of miles away. Rhonda is still overwhelmed by the response.
And the thought of a child, as Sage says, hugging on to one of these and being able to walk around, carry it around with them, they are every bit as special as every single person.
With this response comes a message from Sage to his fellow kids. Every child is special. Show kindness.
Everyone's the same. They're just human beings that God created them, and they need to realize that don't think about yourself, think about others and before you.
Making a Positively JAX difference, one hug at a time. And Sage and the YMCA managed to collect 5,951 stuffed animals to give to Ukrainian children, but he's not finished yet. He is currently setting new goals with plans to continue collecting. I don't mean to bring myself into this, but I think back to when I was 11 years old, you guys. I wasn't doing anything of what Sage is doing. He's just an amazing young man, and he's got an incredible family supporting him in this.
And you said his relationship with his mom may have gone a long way into prompting this.
And I actually said this at 5 o'clock, but I want to share with our viewers at 7 as well. You didn't see this in the story, but there were moments where we were watching him interact with his mom. And I have a 6-year-old. You have a little boy too.
Yeah.
You have sons. You think, God, I hope my son loves me as much as this little boy loves his mom.
Yeah.
And you made a good point. It's all about those hugs. And he's sharing his hugs as well with the kids of Ukraine.
Yeah, and it's transferring as well. I mean, 11 years old, that's when you can get a little bit selfish, but clearly he is selfless and he is thinking of others. So thank you for bringing his story. I love that he did the flip into the stuffed animals. That was perfect.
He's a cutie, right?
And you know, with all the negativity in the news, we needed
This is
that.
it. Pos JAX.
Big old hug to everybody out there.
It's all about.